Mike.
Hey, Josh.
Jennifer, how
are you?
Been great.
Good to
thanks.
see you guys
Yeah.
again.
All right. Josh, tell us about this type of motorhome. I've always called them the cab over Class Cs because that's the traditional look. Who are they aimed at?
Honestly, it's one of the most popular types of motorhomes that's out there. It's aimed for somebody who's not trying to break the bank, but still get that great motorhome experience.
And the length of these three that we're going to test out?
They're all going to be a little bit under 30 feet. Few different options here for you.
Okay. Tell me the models that we're trying here.
So we've got the Coachmen Leprechaun, which has been the #1 selling Class C for a very long time. We have the Thor 4 Winds.
And again, the market for these?
It's going to be for families looking to get out, couples coach, something where you can fit into really any space that you really want to, and have that nice driving experience.
And can you tow something with these?
You absolutely can. Each one's a little bit different. The Fords are generally 7,500 pounds, where the Chevy's going to be around 5,000.
So what's the general price range?
They can go anywhere from 85,000 all the way up to 150,000, really depending on what you're hoping to find.
Which one are we going to try first?
We are going with the Coachmen Leprechaun, the #1 selling Class C.
So this is it right here. #1 Class C in the market. What makes it so? It's got one slide, it looks like. Two slides.
Yeah. It's made by Coachmen, a 60-year-old brand. It's been around for a very long time. It has a nice home style interior when it comes to it. You'll notice as we get in here, it's very open on the inside, does have a separate bedroom. At that 30-foot mark, you are going to get pretty much every amenity that you're looking for.
This is the same basic size, it's even a little bigger than those small Class A's.
It really is, yeah. It's got that nice truck style front to it.
Well, we are looking forward to it, but you know what we got to do first?
Oh, I know.
It's time for Jennifer's first impression.
Okay. Wow. This is absolutely huge. I cannot believe the space in here. You can bring everybody. There's room, what is it, for 8 people in here? And big windows. I like the colors. This is awesome. Let me take a look back here. Oh, separate shower, queen size bed. You got room to move around the bed. I think it's good.
All right, on the way now to our campground. And Jennifer's following me behind in our truck, so we'll get her impressions in a moment about particularly one thing. When we hit the campground, I'll have her jump in and have her check something out. But first impressions driving it is it really handles well. This big Ford 450 E450 engine is powerful. Very little noise in the cabin on this Leprechaun. I'm impressed with that. One quick thing is looking out the window, you see the overhead there? That takes a little getting used to. I'm used, of course, we just got done testing out small Class A's, which had those huge panoramic windows. This thing has got that overhead kind of stopping your look at the sky. You just have to get used to it, I think. But that was the first somewhat disconcerting thing that I found when I got in. It took me a little bit to get used to it. Very few rattles, handles the bumps in the road really well. My one concern is it's a little crowded up here. And I can't fault Coachmen, the maker of the Leprechaun, for that. This is really a Ford F450 thing. This cab up here is cramped because of that big engine. We've seen it in some of the other ones that have a hump there. Well, this one's a little forward, but still my seat is as far back as it will go right now. It can't go any further back, and while I'm okay, I'm 5'9" or so, 5'10", and it I would like an inch or two more of foot space here, but the seat is as far back as it could go. What I want to hear from Jennifer is about the passenger seat. It too is as far back as it can go, but there's not a lot of room in there for her feet. So we'll see what she thinks about that. Nice unit. As I said, very few rattles or rolls as I'm driving. It drives really nice. So we're going to get to the campground, check in, and then I think I want to pop Jen in that passenger seat and have her check out the room that she has. You know, you spend a lot of time driving in your RV, and nothing makes you more uncomfortable than not having enough leg room. So we'll see how that works for Jennifer. All right, to the campground. Hey, Jen, can you come in? I want you to try this thing.
Sure.
Before I park it here at the campground, I want to take you a little ride and see what you think about being the passenger, because I've been doing the driving thing. All right, let's go for a little ride and see what you think.
Okay. I don't have any place to put my left foot.
What do you mean?
Well, it can't go straight in front of me because there's no room. I mean, my right foot's okay. I have room for just my right foot.
You can't put your left foot straight?
No, I mean, I gotta torque it and put it on top of my right foot if I want to put both feet here. I guess I could assume an unladylike position, but that wouldn't be comfortable for very long. Oh, where do I put my left leg?
Okay, so would you like to go travel cross country in this?
I don't think it's going to work for me. Other people might work just fine, but my legs are too long. Okay.
Show everybody what that's like down there. Is there really
Okay, well
room?
that's my room from my right, and then my left foot, they both can't go flat there together. One has to be on the other foot. I think if you're tall, if you have large feet, this isn't for you.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's kind of a limitation that the Ford 450 has. There's just not a lot of room in the cab. As I was telling everybody as we were driving, my seat is back as far as it'll go, and while I'm okay, but I'll show you here. My feet, that's the end right there, so I can't really stretch out my feet as much as I'd like. Okay. All right, we are at our campground, and we're going to go get set up, and we're going to spend the night camping in this Leprechaun, and we'll let you know how that goes, and then we'll do our full review inside and outside. So stay with us. Hey, before we completely set up, now that we're at the campground, we want to show you something inside here. And this is how much room there is in this with the slides in. Now, that is important because if you're at like a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart or the places that let you overnight, oftentimes you can't you're not allowed to put your slides out. So our slides are in, and look.
And even if you're going to pull over for a lunch and you pull over to rest area, you can get into the bathroom, you can get in the refrigerator, everything you need you have access to.
So let's show this. Look at, I mean, this is really wide. Show
this. It is. There's so much room. If you didn't put the slides out ever, this is great.
Yeah, and so here's the bathroom, you know, and the shower. Plenty of room. And then the bed. Now, by the way, they leave this on for us. It's gonna crinkle all night long, but you know, they're gonna sell this and we don't wanna mess up their bed, but we'll put something over it. But you could use the bed, you could sleep, and that is a big plus with the slides in. All right, we're gonna set up camp and put the slides out, and we'll get ready to spend the night here.
Get ready to enjoy this unit. We are all settled into our camping site, and let's start our tour now of our Leprechaun.
All right, we'll start with the outside, and then we'll go inside.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's start with this big engine here. This is the gigantic Ford EF450 Super Duty, and it is a very powerful engine. You heard it as we drove, though. It drives really well. Not a lot of noise, and I was surprised with this the acceleration with this 30-foot. So let's start on the camping side, as we usually do. This is the cab over, obviously, and if you look on both sides of that little logo, there are some nifty little LED lights right there that would look nice at night. It'd be kind of fun. Big mirrors extended wide to go over the full width of this vehicle. Permanent running boards, which is nice. You don't have to worry about maintaining something that can get all yucked up with mud and things. And then, you know, this is an awning, a massive Solera 3000 series awning, and it will retract in a heavy windstorm. One door, it's not as wide as I'd like, and if you'll notice the bottom, you know, there's the, it's just a step right in. So no stairs to slide out or anything to have to maintain. It's a good length, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I didn't have any trouble getting in and out.
No, I didn't have any trouble with the height.
Really good. So this is pretty good. Now I want to point out Asdel. Asdel is this stuff. It is a composite, kind of like a wall that Coachmen and many other manufacturers use. Many other manufacturers will just use that on one side. Coachmen uses it on the inside and on the outside. And the reason Asdel is so neat is these composite panels are much lighter weight than the traditional wood panels that are used to enclose a Class C or any kind of RV. So whenever you're looking for it, look for Asdel. The use of composites has made it really possible to get the maximum cargo carrying capacity up, and that's really nice. Congratulations, by the way, Coachmen, celebrating their 60th year. All right, storage galore, but this, let's start right here. This is where you would fill up your tank of LP gas, and it's pretty convenient. It's right outside the driver's door. You know, as I shut that, I realized I forgot to talk about the cameras. There's a right-hand camera here. Turn on your right turn signal, and you get a view out this way on your display over the cab. Same with the left. There's also a rear camera that you can use. Now, this unit, one of the reasons this is so popular as a family unit is because of this. This is the entertainment session. This is a smart TV, nice soundbar built in, and you can move it around a little bit. But for those of you who love to camp and watch TV, well, it's great. This is great for kids to keep them entertained, have a movie at night around the campfire. That's awesome. And then that is very nice. So nice TV there. Under here, storage. There's an adapter that you have that came with this thing to go from a 30 amp to a 20 amp if you're going to mooch dock. Look how deep that is. I can't reach it all down there. It's metal, so stuff is going to bounce around in there. You hear that? In here.
You know, you can put a hunk of carpet in there. That's an easy fix.
Just a little thing, but you could kind of dampen that, you would think. But you can do it yourself.
You can do it.
But it would have been nice to have.
Oh, you can.
Tankless water heater. Up here is access to your refrigerator. Now, I am pointing that out because if you've ever had to do any refrigerator maintenance, you know that getting access to your refrigerator is a hassle. It costs you a whole bunch of money. You got to move it completely out. Here, all of the controls are right there. They double up. This is a generator control, and it's a standalone version where you can start it from outside as well, and they'll tell you how many hours you have. But I just want to, the thing that I'm most impressed with is access to the refrigerator right there. That's where all the stuff that's going to go wrong with your refrigerator is, and if you have to call a tech or take it in, it's so much easier to fix when it's that way. This is a quick connect for your LP gas, and that's nice if you have, you know, a little grill that you bring with you. Check this out. This is pretty cool. Is this neat or what? This is a, I got to bring this whole thing out. This is a, and this comes out, I just have to put the thing, but this will come all the way down and you have a fold up table. You don't have to carry your own table with you anymore. It has a neat little sink in it and a water control, but is that nice or not? And there's a little leg right here. I just don't want to take the time to adjust it. You basically do it like so, and then you can unscrew this and get it to the right height. But you see the picture and how that would work. I think that this is one of the nicest features on this thing. This is such an innovative way to make a table. And that means you don't have to carry one. And you can set up, you have a whole nice outdoor kitchen. Like I say, the sink just pulls up, and you can...
You've got your sink.
You got a sink. Isn't that nice?
And isn't that an electric outlet? Right to the right?
So you can put a fry pan, an electric griddle, a coffee pot, a crock pot, a slow cooker, whatever you want. You have a full outdoor kitchen. And that is just so nice. And it just kind of like hides in there. All right, lock that up. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
I've never seen anything like that, have you?
Nope.
Oh, but you didn't see a refrigerator, did you? So that's why you come down here. And there is your refrigerator for all the kids. If you take the kids with you, put whatever you want in there. You want your adult beverages, a little extra room to store stuff. Just a really nice feature. Every RV everybody who has an extra refrigerator like that on the outside is very happy for it. I am very impressed with that.
Well, I'm noticing something right now that I'm going to say, because I think this is a good spot. Since air conditioning units do drip.
Yep, condensation. Yep.
Yeah.
We are running the air.
It's in the back.
Yeah, and there's a nice little gutter there that's coming out.
Yeah.
And that's good. So it's right in the back.
Yeah.
It's extremely hot here in Michigan where we are. All right, nice big bumper, and you can keep your stinky slinky in there.
I was going to say, it looks like that's made to store.
It is. I love these lights. Look at these LED
they're
lights
fun.
on the back. They're nice.
They are fun.
Back window, emergency exit, and you can get some air in there as well. Check this out. This is massive storage. Look at that. Look at that. And they've got little shelves and little trays there. But you go all the way back like that. You're trying to reach it. You can't even, that's your whole arm.
What I like is that you put something in there that's not so big, it's not going to slide and bounce around all over.
You know, a lot of people will put in like bins, little plastic bins of storage.
Yeah.
But so much room, and there's access right there too.
And again, if you want to put some carpet in there or something, you can.
Yep, to keep it from stuff from rattling around. Love that storage, and it's sort of pass through because you can access it there. And then you can come in right through here as well. And that's where the electric power cord and the hose, that's where I would keep those, in that little recessed area. I don't know if you can see it, but if I show you, there's a little recessed area right in there. And that's where that would go, or back in there. Easy to do. But good storage, so you can bring, all your chairs, all that stuff that you want. Outdoor shower right here. You've all seen outdoor showers. This is the city water connection. This is a tank flush. Every RV should have both a tank flush and a city water. There's a water pump, and this is your city water fill. City water's down here, fresh water up there. And isn't that nice? So if you come in at night, there's a little light there that you can adjust to. And look, they hide the key there. Now you know where they are. Nice little touch. This is a gas unit. It's 450. This is where you fill out the gas. So remember, when you pull up to a pump, pull way up, and the gas is on the driver's side, way in the back. Yeah, this is a cable TV hookup from a campground, so you can watch cable TV. Now, let me see if I can get down under here. This is the main wall slide. Oh, let's back up a second. I wanted to show this. This paint are decals. These are all decals. You can get full paint or from the factory. It's obviously expensive, and it's an option. It makes a unit look nicer. It's a little easier to maintain. You certainly can make decals look good, but these are decals on this unit. Full paint is available, I believe. All right, underneath here, more storage. No, I have to crawl under there. I don't want to crawl under there. Trust me, it's storage. And under here is the generator. It's a 4,000 watt generator.
Okay, so 2 storage, 1 generator.
Yeah, I'm not crawling all under there. It rained and that's all mud and I'm not going under there. But lots of storage underneath here as well. And that is really nice. Now, we have to do our generator test. So you stay here. I'm going to go in and turn on the generator.
Okay, go turn on the generator, sir.
And here is where you turn on the generator. Okay, walking around. So, what do you think?
I think it's a little noisy.
We're 10 feet from it. It is a little noisy. I don't know how our neighbors would feel, but they certainly would hear that, wouldn't they?
Yes.
So, be a good neighbor. Don't run your generator unless it's absolutely necessary. But isn't it nice that they have a generator?
Yes.
You know?
Very nice.
So now it just kicked in really good. Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, there's the dump underneath there, by the way. That's the dump for your hose and your sewer. All right, I'm going to turn that generator off and we'll continue our tour here. All right, so that's the exterior. There's not much more, but I do want to show you a couple of controls. The generator control I showed you on the wall here. This is also where you do the slides in and out. But this is not a leveler system. This is a stabilizer. The folks at Equalizer, which do make a really nice automatic leveling system, also make stabilizers. The difference between a stabilizer and an equalization system is the stabilizer basically will just put a jack down and hold it to the ground. And you just put it down a little bit, and basically it keeps it from moving around when you walk on it. It does not level it. Now you can level it a little bit by putting one jack down a little bit more, but these are not automatic levelers, and I would fault that. I don't know if you can upgrade that when you order one, but I always am a firm believer in something this big that you want automatic levelers. The best system I think is from Lippert. It's hydraulic, their hydraulic system. Equalizer's a very close second if it's not equal to them. Equalizer's equal? Yes, it is. And they're both great companies, but try and get automatic leveling if you're going to get something that's 30 feet long like this. Okay, one more thing we want to check is the maximum cargo carrying capacity. And you always find that, by the way, usually on the doorpost in a motorhome. And here, there it is, 1,920 pounds. Now it says you can take 7 passengers. So let's say, well, you can see how quick 7 passengers would take up 1,920 pounds. And that would also include all of your cargo as well. All of the stuff that you bring along with you. So that's a decent amount. But if you bring 7 people, you want to take into account how much they all weigh, and don't forget to weigh your pets too. All right, last thing, cost of this thing. It retails, you know, suggested retail is pushing 200, but you could probably buy this at a show, an RV show, or between seasons, you know, when the new models are being introduced. Or for a really good deal, you could probably get this for around 125 or so, 125, 130. That's probably what you could buy it. You can check with your own dealer and see what kind of a price you could get. So there it is. So now let's head inside for Jennifer and start the inside tour.
Welcome to the Coachmen Leprechaun. And the first thing I see, because this is a regular Class C, is this bunk that you can make into. And this can hold 800 pounds, which is more than what most of these can hold. So you could get 2 adults up there. And it looks pretty comfy with the thickness of the cushions. And having a window here, I would have to have a window here so I could peek out and get some air and not feel claustrophobic. And there is a fan up there, which is a good idea. For those sleeping up here, I'm sure if you had kids, there would be a big debate about who got to sleep here. A little bit of storage and some cup holders, which is a good idea.
And back there, I don't know if you can see in the corner, you've got some USB connectors. and some plugs. There's also some USB connectors here for somebody accessing it up there. And that's there's a little fold-up stair-step ladder that will go here that would let you get up there.
And
So-
in case you're wondering what's to the right, this is the window covering at night when you want to make it private in here.
Yep, and it basically seals off the cab. There are some little Velcro or hook and loop connectors there. It attaches there, and it drops down and gives you privacy. So that's how you have your privacy at night. All right, so that's the cab over part.
So should we go to the right? And what is this? We'll lift this up. Ooh, deep. Some storage, special things that you want to keep there. And every RV that we go into these days, it seems like they have the fire extinguisher next to the door.
Easy reach if you
Easy
need it for
reach.
something outside or in. And you have it in one spot and you'll know right where it is.
Now, I don't know if you want to do all the control thing or if you want me to move us on down in the galley.
Yeah, hot water heaters and tank heaters, slide controls. You start the generator in here, and we showed you how noisy that was earlier. This is an HDMI connector because with this switch here, if you push that switch, that's where your TV is.
Voila!
And you can see it's got a little shelf on it. And this is a smart TV for smart people. It won't make
It
you
takes a
smart.
smart person to work it.
Yeah, won't make you smart. Too much of that won't. Okay, and then you want to start right across the street. Oh yeah, and then there's your tower of power with some connectors right there. 110, and I don't see.
There
it
you
is.
go.
Two 110s, USB-C, USB-A.
Well, the TV is placed there because we have two comfortable places to sit here that also makes into a bed.
That's a little jackknife sofa, and you would pull it out with that little thing there, and you could get easily a couple people, 2 kids on it.
And you've got storage up above and around. They have an armrest and a cup holder on this side. Not on that side, but on this side. So we'd have to maybe have a little mini debate as to who got the cup holder. But nice,
there are, seat
nice
belts
to
on that
know
thing?
it's there. Yes, there are supposed to be. It's kind of deep down under. 2, and then I see 2 for sure here, but I thought there were 4 in here. And this kitchen eating area.
Yes, 2 over here, 2 seat belts, and 2 here. Yep.
And this can make into a bed.
Yep, it'll just drop that down a little bit, the
Yep.
table down, and that's another bed.
And we've got lots of storage. You can never have
Pull
too.
that out. I want you to see something. Keep pulling. Look how
Whoa,
deep that is.
that
It's
is deep.
humongous. That is a big drawer. Lots of stuff you can get in there.
And of course, there's one on the other side as well. Got to get back so I can pull it all the way out. And I think maybe I should say right now the color scheme. I feel like they're trying to blend light and dark and make everybody happy, not have it too Arctic white everywhere and not too dark like a cave, but trying to mix the neutral colors to please everybody.
This is aimed at a family.
Yes.
Aimed at a family. And so it's a little bit of everything, but so much room. We have the slides out now, as you can see.
So
And,
there is so much storage, the drawers, lots of 3 drawers, storage there, storage up here. With what is way back there? Got to
a
be.
little shelf, yeah.
Yeah, little shelf with a lip.
These are all your remotes. And over here, you've got your Winegard connector. They've got a it's wired for satellite if you want to use satellite. And you've got some more GFI plugs there. And you could use a little shelf on top of the TV for that if you wanted to put something up there.
And your trash can, you can stick down here. You got lots of room. You get a little caddy to hold all your cleaning supplies. So you can use that as you see best. This is tall. I don't know whether you'd want to put a shelf in there or leave it that tall. Your coffee maker, tall things you can put in there. I bet somebody would put a shelf in there.
I don't see it. It's not preset for a shelf.
No.
And this is the one we looked at a minute ago. That does have a little shelf in there.
And we've got our
LP
cooktop.
stove. is it 3 burners, I believe?
It is 3 burners, and I like this metal because your hot pans, you can just put them over a little bit. It works nicely for when you're cooking. And they've got the cute little backsplash, and if you didn't like it, you could take it down, or maybe you could cover it over. But I think it's nice, but you can do whatever you want once it's yours. And what is this? Do I dare touch it?
What is this? I believe this, I don't know what that is. It's a
Light.
light. You never know.
You never know. I'm
Look at
not
that.
going to
You
touch
push
it.
the switch, and there's a light. You know, so many of these RVs have all that Firefly stuff where you have to operate everything with a screen, a touch screen. You know, what's wrong with a good old on-off switch? This is a power disconnect. It's a battery saver switch for your refrigerator when you're in storage. So that's really nice.
And what I notice is this is a huge window, which when you're eating, that's fun to look out. And you can open it up and you're going to get a lot of air with these windows.
These are sliding windows, so the air will come through really good. Same here.
Yeah, so this feels so big and so accommodating to a large family, group of people. You could be the superhero with all this room, inviting everybody. You'd be popular.
All right, now the bathroom.
Well, first, before we get back here, we've got a door that we can pull.
A sliding pocket door.
Yeah, so you can shut all this off. You come in and you've got a shower with a little plastic door. Tell everybody to be careful with the door. And you've got this so that you get light, places to put your soap and everything. Great. Take a shower here, no problem whatsoever. And right directly across, you have your toilet and your sink, and you have a lot of shelf space here. You could really spread out. And this is kind of fun. You can put this in here as a stopper. And Mike, you can bend over to your heart's content. You've got lots of room here. Oh, this is fun.
That's my spit test. So many of these are so small that you can't get in the sink.
So here's a light switch here. And I like this.
2 medicine cabinets.
Yeah.
Really. That's nice.
The more storage you have, the better.
And a ventilation fan.
And a shelf here. Room under here. Not a lot of room, but enough room. You could use that. And they made it fun with the mirror. It's always nice to make it fun.
And when you open the bathroom door like
Am I
that...
going to get locked in here?
You can get locked in here. But you can make this kind of like an ensuite because, you know, in the middle of the night...
At first I got worried. This lock on here, I thought, whoa,
yeah.
Mom and Dad are going to get locked in there?
No,
whoever?
No, that just goes across like so.
Okay.
There is, I don't think, a door for there.
Well, you've got the pocket door.
Right, so you
right
would...
there.
What you would do is when you're sleeping is you would put this like so, and then you would shut this. You'd pull this. I've got this stuck in, but you'd pull your pocket door across, and I have this lock. There's a little lock there to keep it from traveling, and then you would have so everybody could have access to the bathroom, and there'd be privacy for whoever's in the bedroom. But when you are just the two of you, you would probably keep that closed like so, and you could shut that for more privacy. Where are you, John?
I'm back here in the bedroom space.
This thing is so big for a Class C.
What I like is you can walk around. You have space.
Oh, my goodness.
You can walk around. This bed wouldn't be a really hard bed to make. And there's no step down that you have to train your brain. Don't fall. Big window. And when you open up that window, you're going to get a lot of air. And a fun window here, if you're camping someplace fun, let the air in, look up at the night sky if you'd like. So, and this is nice. Finish a nice little touch to finish it off. So, queen size bed, cabinets.
Now, there is an air conditioner in the back, but it is separately controlled. Remember, this is the 30 amp coach. So to have 2 air conditioners at 30 amps is pretty good. But this one you have to turn on yourself, and it's a little noisy. Here we go. It's kind of noisy.
It's a little noisy. You kind of want to say countdown to launch.
But when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
And This also has a
hey, you
heat
don't have to
option
have it
too.
on full blast.
No, you could put it on low like that.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. There's a control there if it's too cold. Sometimes you want white noise, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Bo does, or else he hears everything.
But it's nice to have a second air conditioner in a 30 amp coach.
Yes.
That really is nice.
The storage space is nice. You've got your wardrobe on both sides.
Obviously, a great big one for somebody.
And over there, it's slightly different configuration than here. The CPAC machine could fit there.
That's a deep but a smaller, narrower wardrobe. For
Now,
those of you who do use CPAP, if you have 12 volts, it'll go there. There's USB-A, USB-C. And if you need, where did I see it? There is a, I did see, oh, there is a 110 right under there. Yeah, and some more plugs as well. So there you go, right there. So plenty of room for your CPAP if
Is this
that's
a
what
light?
you have.
Yep, you got a light right here.
And your
the
devices
switch.
can charge. Many of you use your phone as your alarm clock.
I like a light right over the bed. Get up and you need a little bit of light. You are in luck.
What's that? Little bins in that closet? Look at
Yeah,
that
isn't
big,
that great
deep-
storage?
That wardrobe right there is all on a slide.
Well, what's fun is it's not the same on both sides. But I feel that both sides are good. So whatever you need, we got a shelf here. We've got that there. The little bends, I was surprised when I opened this up and saw the bends. And then up here, this is, let's get over here. Mirrors to make it look larger.
I don't think they make it look larger. I mean, you want a full-length mirror, right? I mean, that's really nice.
Well,
before you go.
a mirror gives the illusion, they say, of a room looking larger.
Yeah.
But the bedroom, I could live with this.
Huge wardrobe there.
Huge wardrobe, lots of storage spaces. I mean, they've used this space well.
And these little bins underneath, I suppose you could, what would you put there? Shoes, maybe?
Yeah.
Slippers, shoes, house
not
slippers?
deep enough. Not very deep.
Oh, well.
But you'll find, in time, you would find a good use for that space.
Yep. This is space for a TV. It's set up for a connection there for a TV, but you'd have to put your
Now
own
that
in.
switch, light switch again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Light switch.
Yep.
So, I like this.
Yeah.
I like it when it's easier to make the bed, when I've got a big window that I can look out. Air. It's nice. I wouldn't get claustrophobic in here. Watch your step. One step down from the bedroom.
There is a step there.
And
The
to the main
refrigerator. We
living
didn't
area.
show the refrigerator, did we?
How could we forget that?
I think this is 10 cubic feet. This is
Woo!
a big one. It's a magic shop. I believe it's a 12-volt refrigerator. You check the specs.
Whoa! Oh my! Whoa! That feels good. We're not supposed to stand here with the door open, are we?
Yeah, that's a nice fridge.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very
I like it
nice.
up a little high like that.
Yeah, I do
And you know,
too.
this opens both doors, like so.
Both sides.
And like.
Well,
maybe
don't
not.
break it.
Maybe not. I thought it did.
Don't make it do that.
Never mind. It opens this side.
And I prefer it only opens one way. So we have a drawer under the convection microwave oven. Put a little something in there. I mean, the more spaces, the better. I mean, I like fan. For some reason, that's not turned on.
There's
I don't-
the light.
Yep, and the fan.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the fan's on.
Oh yeah, now it's on.
That's really good for cooking. Yep.
I can't believe how spacious this is. This really feels like 6, 7 people could live in here comfortably. This would be fun.
Well, good morning. We had a great night in this Leprechaun. Slept really well. Bo, in particular, slept really well. He had a lot of room to curl up and get a good night's sleep. I'm up early. Sun's just come up. And what I really like about this is I can come out and do my work. And I've kind of shut the door, pulled the bathroom door, so it seals off the bedroom door. And therefore, I shouldn't be disturbing Jennifer here as I do my work in the morning. So this has been a great unit to sleep in. It's just the two of us and Bo.
Let's sit down and tell everybody what we like and what we don't like about this thing, and our assessment on it. I think the first thing you said when we first came in, and as we learned when we talked to Josh, is this is really a perfect family Class C. It is huge. I think there's more room in this than some of the small Class A's that we tested a couple weeks ago.
There's definitely more room.
All right, let me just start with a couple things that I didn't like. The biggest one, and the biggest drawback for both of us, was
I don't have room for my legs and feet.
In the cab, and that's a fault of that Ford 450. Now, we will be testing another cab over 450 based Class C in a day or so, and we'll see if it's the same problem there. But every 450 that we have tested, there has been a problem with room in that cab because Ford has this huge engine cowling or cover right between the two seats.
When I first came in here, I was excited because I thought it's not filling the entire space between the driver and the passenger. And I thought, great, Bo could sit there, because Bo could sit there. But they've configured it slightly differently, and now there's only, you have to have just one leg.
There's room for one leg, your right leg to stretch out. That's it.
Yeah, that's.
And if you're over 6 feet, I'm not quite 6, but if you're over 6, I think you would find the seat way too confining. They're just, I mean, it was right on the edge for me, and I had it back as far as it would go. So if you're over 6, you're not going to want to take, you're going to want to take a lot of breaks. Let's put it that way. So that to us is the biggest detriment to this thing, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's a problem for me personally. It's the only thing I don't like, but
I think a lot of people would have that problem.
I couldn't have this. I couldn't own this because I don't have room for my legs.
Well, obviously, a lot of other people do because, as Josh told us, this is the best-selling Class C cab over in the country. So
there must be a lot of people with short legs.
Yes, there must be.
Or else they sit with their legs sprawled.
And it's a trade-off. I mean, you get all of this room. Drives great. I love the way it drives. Another fault, I'm not a big fan of stabilizers. It has 4 stabilizers. They're not automatic. They don't set automatically. They don't find level. You're going to need a level. I prefer having an automatic leveling system, hydraulic if possible. Love the cargo carrying capacity on this. So there's lots of room. You can travel with your whole family and your gear and not go over the limit. Inside, love the room, particularly when the slide is in, right?
Yeah. Everything to me is perfect except the legroom.
Well, that's a pretty good one. So no wonder Coachmen's Leprechaun is so popular. It is a really nice unit. What about the decor? I suppose you could spruce it up, you know, you could put your own pictures up at a couple of places and some little fancy...
Oh, yeah, everybody has to do that. You have
make
to
it personal, you know?
Make it yours. Put a few of your favorite things here and there. But I understand what they're doing here with the light and the dark and trying to mix the two so that everybody likes it.
Yeah. We camped very comfortably in this thing, and lots of outlets. I appreciate that Coachman knows that Class C USB is really the growing standard now, and they have plenty of plugs. You don't have to carry adapters. Overall, we think this is a hit. We like it a lot.
It is. It's a very nice unit.
Now, would you like to learn a lot more? We tried to cover everything, but everybody always has questions. Thanks to General RV for letting us use this. They are not a sponsor. We're not sponsored. We're not taking any money to promote this. We give you our honest opinion as you've just heard. But
can I just say we're just having fun?
Yeah, we are just having fun. Yeah, it is fun. What a we have a great job.
Yeah, we do.
We get to show you all these things.
This is great sport.
But they've also put together a special web page on all of the units that we test. And if you go to generalrv.com/RV Lifestyle, you will, and we'll put that in the description below as well as on the screen, generalrv.com/RV Lifestyle, you can get all of your questions answered. All of the information and the floor plans are up for not just this Leprechaun, but all of the RVs that we are reviewing as we look at cab over Class Cs. We'll have another one in our next report. Meantime, would you do us a big favor? We want them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please make sure you're subscribed. Click the subscribe button. And if you give us a thumbs up, that really helps us because Google loves it when people give thumbs up. It means they're engaged. So be engaged. Give it a thumbs up. When you subscribe, click the bell icon, and then you'll get notified when we have our new reviews and videos up. We are Mike and Jen and Bo, and we'll see you at the next one coming up soon.
Happy trails.